Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Indiana Fever as they go up against the Seattle Storm. From gorgeous Seattle, Washington, I'm Blake Suniga. Rounding out the broadcast team are Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. We're glad to have you with us.
Opposing fans, take cover, get your umbrellas out. This Storm crowd can really engulf this arena.
It's clear there's something a little extra on the line tonight. From the feeling in this building, this matchup seems personal. It's rivalry time.
And so for Indiana, in what promises to be an exciting regular season series, this will be the first of 3 games against Seattle.
Here's what the Indiana Fever have lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll kick off a homestand starting with the Los Angeles Sparks. Then on Friday, they're starting on the road against the Wings in Dallas.
And for their matchup with the Aces, I think they just know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like they would approach a playoff game.
I would hope so, because this could potentially have some playoff implications.
And tonight, we have a pair of teams that highlight the value of strong teamwork. You gotta love it.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, they're 2 of the best passing teams in the league. The chemistry on both sides is pretty obvious.
And they're also 2 of the smartest teams. We're not going to see a lot of wasted possessions or careless turnovers here tonight.
Bangs home the trifecta.
That play shows you that Mitchell doesn't have to be ball dominant to be effective. She can just catch and shoot.
Picked by Ogwumike. Brittany Sykes outside. Shoots and misses. 0 for 1 to begin the game. The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. Ogwumike with the rebound.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Now here's Magbagor. Let's go. Ogwumike, that's good.
Repeatedly makes difficult shots look easy. Ogwumike is unbreakable on the offensive end.
Here's McDonald. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. Kelsey Mitchell missing again. Pass to Ogwumike. Outside Wheeler. Picked by Ogwumike. Puts it up from 12. Wheeler can't get it to go. Mitchell outside. And so just over a minute and a half played. Now McDonald. And here's Ball Queen. Defended by Magbagor. 4 on the shot clock. And Ari McDonald gets the 3.
Well, if she's hitting from 3, McDonald becomes an impossible matchup for whoever gets her assignment.
Left side, Wheeler. Magbagor. Outside for Sykes. Good, and it's Gabby Williams who picks up the assist.
There's the competitive spirit of Brittany Sykes. You hit a 3 on her, she wants to get them right back.
In the draft, the Seattle Storm took Dominique Malunga with the 2nd pick.
It was their highest pick since 2016 when they took someone by the name of, I think, Brianna Stewart. That's her name? First overall? Yeah, I'd say that one worked out. The Storm got the 6'6" Malunga, an incredible prospect from France. She's got such a bright future.
Tough to stop Ogwumike when she gets going downhill. She uses quickness to get past defenders.
The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell evens things up with that basket. Her 2nd of 4, shooting 50%. Sykes outside. Lets the 3 fly. And the Storm, another 3.
Well, beyond the arc, Sykes can be pretty choosy, but she finds an angle she likes and drills it.
Pass to Ball Queen. Boston. Outside Powers. Back to Boston. Ball Queen with the ball. Magbagor's there.
Well, it wasn't a block officially, but it might as well been. She really affected that shot.
Yeah, it was clearly her defense that threw her off there.
Now here's Williams. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Ogwumike misses.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Sykes outside. Picked by Agumake. The 3 ball. They get the rebound. Outside for Sykes. Williams. Fires from deep. Good on the triple. The Fever trailing. And here's Ball Queen. Ezzy Maglagor, nice defense. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here is Sykes. She's covered by Mitchell. Outside Williams. That 3 off the mark. Aerial Powers on the wing. She's guarded by Williams. Ball Queen with the miss. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Storm up 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Substitution here for Indiana. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period. Outside McDonald. Pass to Boston. Mitchell. Yes, great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
It's almost like she was born to score. Mitchell consistently finds a way to put points on the board. What a skill.
Screen by Maglagor. Now Sykes to halt the run. The shot off that time.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap.
Mitchell, shot's good.
Well, they're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them.
Here's Gabby Williams, plenty of space. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Yeah, she's been off her game this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go down.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. She's guarded by Sykes. Here's McDonald. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2. That one on Wheeler.
McDonald is not one to get to the line a whole lot, but here she is.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
It sure seems like it. They've spent a lot of time at the stripe this quarter.
Now here's Wheeler. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Now a timeout called by Seattle. Pass to Sykes. Shot clock at 5. Now here is Agumake. He's guarded by Boston. Brittany Sykes outside.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
McDonald, no good. 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Wheeler. To the inside. Oh, Gumake, that's good.
That's just run-of-the-mill for her. She's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The Fever on top, up by 8. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. And the second half about to start in just a few moments. You look at Mitchell in this game, she's been everywhere.
And I wonder how long she can continue to shoot the three ball as well as she has up to this point. She's been, quite simply, lights out.
Yeah, exactly. And this is something we both know, that sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks as wide as the Grand Canyon, and it really might be one of those nights for her.
Seattle trailing here. Pass to Magbegor. Now Ogwumike. She's guarded by Boston. The fadeaway. And that one's good. Ogwumike.
Well, I mean, when you look around the league, one of the most respected players has to be Nneka Ogwumike.
And a lot of that comes from her job as union president. Ogwumike has done an incredible job with players' rights. She's so beloved around the league.
Now here's McDonald. She's got 6.
The defenders cannot lose track of her because usually that shot will go down.
Back to Ogwumike. There's the triple. Couldn't get it to drop. She's now made 5 of 8 shots. Outside McDonald. Powers. Mitchell outside. Nailed from three-point land.
Just on fire from beyond the arc.
Seems like just about all her points are coming from deep.
Outside Wheeler. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Outside Powers. Shoots the 3. Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown tonight.
Now here is Sykes. 6 points for her. For 3, Magbegor. And it's out of bounds to the Storm as Seattle retains possession. And here are the Storm now. Down by 12. Williams.
Their offense scuffling a bit in the second half. Just 1 for 5.
Can't connect from long distance. Pass to McDonald. Boston sets a screen. The 3. McDonald. And the shot is good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It set the tone.
Seattle calls timeout. So both teams making some changes. Sykes outside. Ogwumike. She's guarded by Boston. Back to Sykes. Jacks up a 3. And the Storm miss again. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. That shot is good, and she has made 8 while only missing 4. That's 67% shooting. And it's the Storm with the ball. It's an 18-point game. Wheeler with it. McDonald picks her up. Sykes outside. Takes the three. Make it 5 for 10 for her with that bucket.
Puts her awareness on full display. Sykes knew exactly how much time she had for the catch and shoot.
Mitchell outside. That free throw, no good.
Well, in terms of roster building for a front office, what would be your guys' approach? What's the key?
To me, easier said than done, but it's all about drafting well. Getting good players in rookie-scale contracts, it's basically a cheat code.
And I'll add, you also can extend those players. Even give them the core designation if you have to, which provides them with a 1-year fully guaranteed Supermax contract. So all in all, guys, one great pick can surely change a franchise.
Pass to McDonald. And here is Mitchell. Here's Ball Queen, defended by Magdagor. Here's Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. Neko Gumake with the rebound. A difficult situation for Seattle. Williams, Powers covering. Out of bounds, it'll be Fever ball. Here's McDonald. Mitchell outside. McDonald. Pass to Boston. Back to McDonald. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 for 14 on the night.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Now here's McDonald. Boston outside. Ball Queen, defended by Magdagor. Yep, that one goes.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
And that one's good. Ogumake. Here's McDonald. To the wing, right side. Boston outside. Pass to Powers. 5 on the clock. From past the arc. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Now here's Wheeler. And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. And this crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Boy, I mean, for us too, it was shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the type of win they had tonight.
And that's a wrap, everyone. Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. And tonight we've got the Los Angeles Sparks playing against the Indiana Fever. I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi.
All right, fellas, what kind of things should we be paying attention to moving forward in this second half of the season?
I would say just overall how the playoff picture starts taking shape and which teams start to gain more traction as a top seed.
And for me, I'm looking forward to the trade deadline. See if any teams want to make a big splash and which teams decide to sell and play for the future.
Here we go.
So the Sparks will get the first possession. Vanloo with it. Launches it. Ball Queen with the rebound. Austin with it. Hamby on her. Pass to Plum. Beyond the arc. Shoots and misses. 0 for 1 to begin the game.
Originally drafted by San Antonio, Kelsey Plum was a part of the first 7 Las Vegas Aces seasons.
Yeah, it's a bit odd seeing her in another uniform, but she made an incredible impact in Vegas, part of those 2 title teams, forever a legend in the desert.
Now here's Hamby. Pass to Brink. And here's Jackson.
And here's Vanloo.
Shot clock at 5. From the arc. The Sparks, no good that time either. Outside Cunningham. Now Ball Queen. She's guarded by Plum. Ball Queen. 1 up, 1 down. She makes her first shot in this game.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Jackson outside. To the middle. It's stolen by Aaliyah Boston. Sophie Cunningham driving. Excellent D there from Kelsey Plum. And here are the Sparks now. Still without a basket in the game. Now here's Hamby. Here's Brink. Second shot opportunity. Hamby misses.
Trying to get something going. They're 0 for 5 to start.
Outside McDonald. Ball Queen. Boston outside. Shoots the 3. Unable to get that one to go. Pass to Hamby. It's stolen by Kelsey Mitchell. Here's Ball Queen. Outside McDonald. It's good. She scores. That's her first basket after missing her first 2 attempts. 1 for 3. The Sparks trailing.
After just 15 starts in a rookie season, Cameron Brink unfortunately suffered a torn ACL.
Yeah, a horrible break for Cameron and the LA Sparks. She went 2nd overall in 2024. A 2-way star you can build around. It is great to have her back in action for LA.
Now here's Mitchell. She's guarded closely. There's the 3. And it's out of bounds to the Fever as Indiana retains possession. And the Sparks making a change here. Four on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
So calm and collected. Mitchell not allowing the low shot clock to get to her.
Outside Plum. Shoots over McDonald. Kicks it out to Plum. Outside Brink. To end the drought. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Outside Howard. And she banks in the layup.
This has been a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring from the paint.
You know, really, that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to drop shots in.
Now here's Plum. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Well, offensively speaking, it has been a tough quarter for her.
Mitchell outside. Screen by Howard. There's the triple. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Now here's Hamby, guarded by Howard. Pass to Plum. The tray. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so the first quarter in the books. The Fever on top. They're up by 8. Stay with us as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Now ball clean. Kicks it out to Boston. Sims. Boston outside. Just 5 to shoot. Bucket is good.
Well, I'm a big fan of the fact that she's getting the touches she needs here after not scoring a point in the first quarter.
Outside Plum. Past Alama. Cannon. The Sparks, no good that time either. Boston with it. Hamby covering. Lets it go from 11. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Here's Alama. Shoots a 3. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here is Sims. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Pass to Mitchell. Fires from deep. Drops in the tray.
They really settled into a nice groove offensively in the second quarter.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards. Would you believe me, Tim, if I told you now it's above 50%?
Well, of course I would. That's what the monitor says.
And I'm an honest man, too.
She is one of the best when it comes to making the sweet lead pass.
Here's the Fever with the ball. Pass to Ball Queen. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Looks like they've shifted the approach away from trying to 3-ball.
Yeah, they started out a little slow from there, and they're trying something different for now.
Now here's Alaman. 5 points in the game. Hamby outside. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Fever. Ball Queen with the ball. To the wing, right side. Mitchell up top. Boston. She's covered by Hamby. Left side Boston. Over Hamby. A shot by Boston, no good.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whiffs on an open jumper.
Here's Alema. And that's not going to go. And so we wrap up the first half. The Fever on top, up by 12. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started. We've seen Howard really having a great game.
Her decision-making simply flawless today. Nothing but quality shots from her in the first half. She wasn't forcing anything.
Yeah, but I think here in the second half, they may want her to be a little more assertive and start taking more shots, even the tough ones.
Now here's Van Loo.
Looking for her first basket still in this one.
Plum misses.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap.
A shot by Boston, no good.
So it's the Sparks now. Down by 15.
Well, after a great career in Europe, at the age of 31, Julie Van Loo made her WNBA debut in 2024.
And the experienced rookie Van Loo had a strong season for the Mystics, leading the team in assists, playing in all 40 games.
Shot by Mitchell, no good.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
Jackson outside.
Inside. Hamby.
Good, and the assist goes to Rickea Jackson.
Never a bad idea to get it to Hamby inside. She's almost automatic from there.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Pass to Ball Queen. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
That's on Cameron Brink.
And the first one falls for her. That one falls, so she hits both of them. Here's Plum. Wyatt so far offensively searching for her first points of the game. To the inside. Hamby drops in the layup for 2.
At 6'3" with great leaping ability, Hamby's a tough stop down low.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Outside McDonald. Pass to Ball Queen. Now Cunningham. Over Jackson. Indiana again missing.
Man, and they're 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Here's Van Loo.
She's covered by Mitchell. For 3. The Fever pull it in. Down low. And it's good. 2 points.
She's created some good opportunities for herself and made the most of them.
Timeout called the Sparks. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Cannon. To the paint. Hamby. And fouled hard that time. And she'll get 2 shots at the line.
Last season was De'Erica Hamby's 10th in the W, and no doubt about it, her best.
Well, over her first 9 years, she averaged just about 9 points per game. Last year, that average jumped to 17, embracing an increased scoring role. You can trust De'Erica Hamby to deliver all-out effort on the floor. She really puts in the work to make the most of her minutes, and she can be a difference maker for this team.
Now here's Boston.
She's got 8. Pass to Mitchell. 6 to shoot.
Back to Boston.
Ball Queen. No good from outside. And here is Alemán. She has 5. Now here's Plum. The Sparks, no good that time either.
Well, she's really losing her confidence out there. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's 0 field goals made in the game.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
Pass to Cannon. And foul called as she misses, and she's going to shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Natasha Howard. The first one falls. Teams will make substitutions. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pass to Vanloo. Jackson outside. Hamby. Good, and the assist goes to Rickea Jackson.
Well, she, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few of her teammates need to pick up the pace and pick it up fast.
Now here's Mitchell. Screen by McDonald. Good shot by Mitchell, no good.
She hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but she has worked within the team to help them get the lead.
Boston outside. Pass to Ball Queen. And here's McDonald. Now Boston. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. Hamby grabs the miss.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
That's a part of Jackson's game that could take her to the next level. I think it's on the way.
Pass to Ball Queen. Mitchell outside McDonald. Here's Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the three ball.
They're not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at them.
And I think it's safe to say that lead is too big to overcome at this point. Just not enough time on the clock.
Yeah, absolutely.
Outside Plum. Pass to Jackson. Back to Plum. Now here's Vanloo. And here's Plum. No good on the three.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Mitchell outside. McDonald. Ball Queen. Brink covering. Clock at 6. Pass to Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Boston. It is good, and it is her 6th make against 11 attempts.
No stopping Aaliyah Boston. Too much strength.
Now here's Plum. Down low. A kick out to Brink. Oh, and it's blocked by Aaliyah Boston.
Well, you need to know where Boston is there, picking up the block. Aaliyah just a menace defensively.
Back to McDonald. Pass to Boston. Mitchell. Outside McDonald. Fires from 18. Hits the front of the rim and out. And it's the Sparks ball. Three-pointer Kelsey Plum. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Now here's Ball Queen. Outside Cunningham. Offline with the three. And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. The outcome of this one was never in doubt.
They were really putting out a supreme effort, and it felt like once they had the significant lead, they were not going to let it go.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone. Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Indiana Fever in this one as they go up against the Dallas Wings. In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefatemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride.
And whenever we come to Dallas, these crowds are rowdy.
You can tell these fans are amped up. I mean, these two teams, there's no love lost between them. Everyone is looking forward to this one.
And for Indiana, remember, they were able to come out on top in their season series last season, winning 2 of their first 3 matchups against Dallas.
What a fantastic rivalry game we have here tonight. Nothing quite like it.
And despite being in opposite conferences, these teams can still meet in the postseason.
And that's one thing that makes WNBA rivalries so special. With a 1 through 8, regardless of conference, you get more East-West series before the finals.
Hines Allen, defended by Ball Queen. Pass to Ogunbowale. Lopez Seneschal outside. 5 on the clock.
Beckers.
No good on the triple. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. That one, no good.
Beckers with it.
The 3 is up. That one's in. Her first basket of the game. She is 1 for 2.
Always nice to get the first lead of the game.
Yeah, relaxes the team a little bit when you're not having to play catch-up right away.
Outside McDonald. Offensive rebound. Ogunbowale with the steal. Good work defensively by Natasha Howard. Here's the Fever with the ball. It's a 3-point game.
And fellas, we were talking about this. One great thing about Ogunbowale, her durability.
She rarely misses games. Led the league a couple times in minutes played. And then amongst active players, Ogunbowale leads in minutes played per game.
Back to Ogunbowale. Makes it off the glass.
Well, the best scorers oftentimes have an inside and outside game, and Ogunbowale flashes signs of both.
Now here's McDonald. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Screen by McDonald. The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. Drills it from outside.
Took some time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now. Let's see.
Beckers outside. Pass to Hines Allen. It's Lou Lopez Seneschal on the wing. Beckers outside. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Boston.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's McDonald. Takes the 3. Can't get it to go. She's taken 2 and missed 2. Beckers outside. Ogunbowale from long range. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss. The Fever trailing. Pass to McDonald. Ball Queen. Outside McDonald. Boston sets a screen. McDonald, no good. To the paint. Defended by Ball Queen. Basket counts.
Took advantage of some shoddy D there. They got to at least get a finger on her.
Boston outside. Back to McDonald. Takes the 3. And it's Lopez Seneschal with the rebound.
Yeah, her touch has deserted her this quarter. Nowhere to be found.
To the inside. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Agumbawale from long range falls through. She's now made 2 out of 4.
Well, we know Agumbawale has the shooting touch, and she's more than comfortable extending her range.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dallas leading. Becker's outside. Fires from deep. No good on that shot. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Wings up 7. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter.
Last season was a disappointment for Dallas as they missed the playoffs.
Well, they were last in defensive rating, and as you can expect, that's really hurt them. They made a lot of moves in the offseason, though, losing 3 of their top 4 scorers. So this year's probably going to be a different story.
She has been anything but her usual self this quarter. It's been ugly.
Back to Mitchell.
Boston.
For 3. Sims, good for 3.
An impact perimeter player, Sims uses a mature feel for the game to score points.
Pass to Harris. Agumbawale. The Wings with another miss. Here's Ball Queen. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Now Sims. Ball Queen. And it's Paige Bueckers with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Harris. Pass to Siegrist. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss. The Fever with the lead. Mitchell outside. Sims. Here's Boston, covered by Siegrist. Boston, shot is good.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Bueckers outside. To stop the run. No good that time.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's been the result for her over and over. I mean, she just cannot find the bottom of the bucket.
Buries it from 3-point range.
Well, Cunningham is a taller guard, which makes her a tough cover for most other guards in the league.
Outside Agumbawale. It's good from long range.
That's number 2 for her from long range in this quarter, her 3rd overall.
Outside Sims. Pass to Ball Queen. Here's Boston. She got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for her. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Fever on top. They're up by 3. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half to get underway. One player who's been getting it done is Agumbawale.
And those threes have been dropping for her. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, this could not have been a more productive day for her from long range.
Bueckers outside. Pass to Hines Allen. Now here's Agumbawale. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Well, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
Dallas trailing here. Deckers outside. Pass to Hines Allen. Lays it up and banks it in.
This coach loves when Hines Allen is on the front foot. Good things happen when Myisha attacks the rim.
And like a few other current players, Myisha Hines Allen broke out at the 2020 Wubble.
Yeah, there were lots of players opting out of that season. Hines Allen got more playing time. And that season, I think it showed off the incredible depth of this league, proving that all some players like a Hines Allen need is just a chance to play.
Back to Gumbawale. Lopez Seneschal outside. Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good. Pass to Boston. Mitchell outside. And there the Fever with another bucket.
3 for 3. That's the way to start the second half.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Agumbawale, no good.
Man, and they're 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Ball Queen. Good on the bucket.
They've been very sound offensively in the second half.
And there's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And you kind of wonder what was one team talking about in the locker room and what was the other.
Here's Agumbawale, baked in off the glass.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Ball Queen. And here is Mitchell. Here's Sims. Here's Cunningham. Drills the three-pointer.
Very good half for them from the field. They've got their shooting percentage up over 50%.
Yeah, their offense heating up, and anytime you shoot this well, you give yourself an excellent chance to win.
There's a screen. Agumbawale from long range. Arike Agumbawale with another miss.
And she's still looking for her first triple of the second half. She had 3 at halftime.
Pass to Sims. Outside Cunningham. Now here's Mitchell. And the Fever hit again from deep.
And suddenly, they're overflowing with confidence at the offensive end, getting everything to drop.
They're getting everything to drop, and at an ideal time. They're poised for a terrific crunch time run in this game. And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle today.
And control of the boards has given them control of this game.
Shoots the three. Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
Great outside shooting is really fueling this run.
And the D's just getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down.
Outside Agumbawale. To halt the run. Chalk up 2 right there.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
Pass to Ball Queen. Now Cunningham. And here is Mitchell. Fires for 3. And the Fever hit again from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And now that they're rolling from out there, you've got to get it in their jersey and try to deny those looks.
Especially how well people shoot threes these days.
Here's Agumbawale. And again, it's Dallas converting. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Fever ahead, up by 16. And time for a short break. Stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Welcome back as the fourth. Both teams changing it up here. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth here. Lopez Seneschal outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Ogunbowale. From downtown. Rebounded by the Fever. They led by as many as 18 points.
And not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them inside.
Deflected and stolen by Hines Allen. Lopez Seneschal. Good on the shot, and that shades the lead to single digits.
Well, when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to do it and get back into this game.
And it was their defense, just as much as their offense, that served as the catalyst and allowed them to put this run together.
What a display.
Clock at 6. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. She's off on that one.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go through the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice, though.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time, but you got lucky. Well, you've got to love this energy right now. They got hot right when they absolutely had to.
Yeah, and now their only goal is to stay hot. Not much time left to complete this comeback. They've got to get it done now.
Outside McDonald. Trying to get back on track. And it's Lopez Seneschal with the rebound.
She has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely. The basket is not looking very big to her at this point.
Outside Ogunbowale. Over Mitchell. And she can't bank that one in. Here's ball clean. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Pass to Boston. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
It's not just the size of Boston, it's also her touch around the rim.
Time called here. The Wings decide to talk it over.
It's iffy if there's even enough time to get a quick shot and a foul.
Yeah, time is just not on their side, but that's their only hope, so I'm sure they'll give it a shot.
Yeah, they're kind of just thinking, why not at this point?
Here's Beckers. Fires the 3. The Wings with another miss.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Pass to Mitchell. Launches a 3. Good on the triple.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them, and this building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
That's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them a chance to lift their team up at the finish.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks. Welcome to the Commissioner's Cup Championship, a mid-season treat. I'm Blake Zuniga, joined by Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. This feels like the WNBA Finals, doesn't it?
It really does. This arena is ready to explode. And every player is so fired up. I can't wait.
And what a great matchup we have tonight. The best of the East and West going head-to-head.
These have been two of the best this season with that prize money on the line. A banner to put up. We expect a sensational game.
Well, we know Aces fans are some of the most passionate in the league. Vegas is a tough place to play.
You can tell these fans are amped up. And these two teams, there's no love lost between them. Everyone is looking forward to this one.
And for Indiana, well, this hasn't been a great matchup for them. They have a losing record this season against Las Vegas.
Now here's Wilson. Count it. Good.
You just got to admire the tenacity that she has.
And not only has A'ja Wilson won MVP awards, she also has multiple Defensive Player of the Year trophies.
Yeah, the key there, Blake, is plural. I mean, she's got a bunch of them. And so when we watch Wilson, we are no doubt watching the best two-way player in the game. Plus, you think she's out of that three-point shot as well a couple of years ago. The only question with A'ja Wilson is, what can she do?
Now here is Lloyd. Pass to Young. Launches it. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Usually she's providing the pass. Young has to be happy to be on the receiving end of a catch and shoot. More than willing to fire.
Mitchell outside. The three. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Wilson with the bucket.
When Wilson gets the rock down low, it's almost automatic. So effective close in.
Pass to Mitchell. Another miss by Kelsey Mitchell.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Now here is Lloyd. Three-pointer Jackie Young. Another three for Las Vegas.
4 makes on 4 shots. Everything is falling for them early.
Pass to Ball Queen. Mitchell outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
Strong response from Mitchell. One of the sweetest shots in the game. Kelsey has a great release.
First quarter ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Jackie Young from outside. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
Their first miss of the game. A strong start.
Here's Cunningham. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
Well, when you think about the best organization in the W, Las Vegas has to be near the top of the list.
I mean, no team has won more over the last 5 years, but also no one has invested more with their own dedicated practice facility, improved arena as well. The Aces are very serious about winning.
And so she makes both from the line. One major motivating factor tonight, the big bonuses that go to the players, especially the winning team.
Come on, Blake. Money motivates? No way, not me. But seriously, I love how the WNBA is financially rewarding all the players tonight. A lot of prize money up for grabs.
And remember, the winning team, they get the bigger checks. So not only are you playing for pride tonight, you're playing for cash.
Ball Queen with the miss. The Aces with the lead. Outside Young. Pass to Lloyd. Fires from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, with an accurate and smooth three-point shot, you have to take Lloyd very seriously beyond the arc.
Back to Clark. Mitchell. The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
Shots are falling. She's having a strong quarter.
Here's Young. 6 points for her. And stolen by Boston. Here's Cunningham. And she hits it to tie up the game.
The endless motor of Sophie Cunningham. So tough to guard. She's always moving.
Wilson outside. Back to Lloyd. Her second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
She can time her passes so perfectly. What an assist.
Back to Clark.
On the wing, Sophie Cunningham.
That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
Well, not just a perimeter threat, Cunningham is also dangerous on the interiors.
Now here's Wilson. Tries the spin move. Great spin to the bucket. What a move.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Clark outside. From past the arc. No good. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. The Aces on top, leading by just 2. And we'll be back in just a minute. Starting up the second quarter, thanks for joining us for the commission. Group substitution here for Indiana. Here's Clark. Pass to Boston. Mitchell outside. Again, the miss by the Fever.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Ball queen. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Now Evans. Picked by Lloyd. Evans with it, working on Boston. Takes the 3. And it's Lloyd missing. Indiana trailing.
Shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
That's what they should have in mind.
Don't let the opponent score again.
Outside Cunningham.
Pass to Clark. Here's the floater. And that one's good. And it's all knotted up.
Great communication between teammates there.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And it's the second half of the Commissioner's Cup Final. It'll be interesting to see if there were any adjustments made during the break. Start of the third quarter here after a closely contested first half. You look at Mitchell in this game. She's been everywhere.
And those threes have been dropping for her. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, this could not have been a more productive day for her from long range.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Cunningham. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, for this offense, Cunningham is such a key. Hitting those corner threes really opens up the rest of the floor.
Pass to Wilson. Outside Lloyd. Let's go with a 3. Second chance shot. And Smith with the layup.
Such a high motor player. Melissa Smith, relentless on the boards.
The Fever with the lead.
Hey, when you think about the best rebounders in the game, Melissa Smith has to be in the conversation.
Well, statistically, she's been a top rebounder in the league. Smith is 6'4", does a nice job boxing out, getting physical in the paint.
It's good from long range.
The defense really slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Bottom line is this. Those triples, they sure add up, don't they? They've got to make the adjustment.
Wilson outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. And here's Indiana. Clark outside. Pass to Ball Queen. Clark outside. Shoots the 3. And the Fever hit again from deep.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Lloyd from long range. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 shooting night.
And Lloyd is a proficient three-point shooter, which is probably why she takes these in bunches.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now.
On the wing, Sophie Cunningham.
Misses the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Mitchell outside.
Cunningham sets a screen.
And Kelsey Mitchell gets the 3. The fans, including us here in the booth, love the Commissioner's Cup. It adds extra intrigue to the regular season.
Well, it gives the fans, it gives us something else to follow, another chance at a title. And this championship game, what a treat, months before the playoffs.
Attention to detail is what separates Wilson from a lot of the league. Her success is no accident.
Connects from three-point range.
Boy, Brian, that's 5 straight made three-pointers. The defense giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open threes, but they just aren't figuring it out.
You go out there and tell them, Brian.
Okay, maybe I will.
Such tough defense there against one of the better finishers in the game.
Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
And guys, her consistent shooting, it's helped them take this lead.
Timeout called the Aces. So it's both teams making... We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Clark outside. Ball queen. Covered by Smith. And it's A'ja Wilson with the foul. That is her first foul of the game. Here's Mitchell. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Yeah, Mitchell's really in a groove tonight. She's not being shy at all about shooting the rock.
Steps back. Wilson in the post.
Working on Boston.
They get the rebound. Boy, from long range. She can't get that one. Clark outside.
Back to Boston. Pass to Cunningham.
Gets it to go from downtown.
Certain players are finishers like a Sophie Cunningham. You set them up, they'll knock them down.
And here are the Aces now. 11-point game. To the middle. Here's Wilson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jewell Loyd.
Hard to stop, guys. She poses a ton of matchup problems for any opponent.
Pass to Boston.
Now ball queen.
Outside Cunningham.
Just 5 on the clock. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Las Vegas. Now Smith. Outside Young. And a miss there on the triple.
Some of the shots she's taken today have been absolute head scratchers. She's out there playing like it's a game of horse, and it's not.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
That just adds to what's probably already an insurmountable lead. I think they'll be leaving here with a win.
Yeah, hard to imagine any other outcome than the one that's staring us right in the face.
Perfect rebounding technique shielded her off and kept her behind her.
Here's Boston. And she drops it in from the low post.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit just to finish this one off.
Pass to Mitchell. Ball queen.
Outside Cunningham. Boston outside.
Ball queen up top. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Young. And here are the Aces now. They trail by 14. Here's Bell. And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one.
And congrats to our Commissioner's Cup champions. They have been strong so far this season, and that continued tonight.
And this win is a great sign for the postseason. They've already got the Commissioner's Cup, and now they're going for the WNBA title. And when you look at this team, I think that they could double dip and win both.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks. Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. Moments away, it'll be the Las Vegas Aces going up against the Indiana Fever. Here in the Hoops heartland of Indiana, I'm Blake Suniga, and joining me are Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. Thanks for tuning in.
We've got a great one for you tonight. These Indiana Fever faithful are already rocking and rolling.
Well, the energy already high in here. When you have a rivalry matchup like this, everybody is getting amped up.
And for Las Vegas, well, so far, this series has belonged to them. Let's see if they're able to keep it going against the Fever.
And no doubt about it, fellas, we're starting to see teams click and take shape.
And the faster you can do that, the faster you can start refining what you're doing on the floor, bulletproofing it, if you will.
Yeah, I just love the grit and grind of the early season. Few things are better than watching these teams try to jumpstart their season early on.
Now here's Parker Tyus. 6 to shoot. Wilson in the post. She's guarded by Boston. Parker Tyus. And at last, they get one to fall.
Nice make for her as they get the scoring started.
Yeah, she gets it going, and hey, who knows? Maybe a big night is in store for her.
Pass to Ball Queen. Mitchell. Over Lloyd. Mitchell, shot's good.
Nice job by Mitchell. She's a primary scoring option in terms of talent, instincts, and productivity.
Lloyd from long range. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
Monumental move in the WNBA. Jewel Lloyd joining the Aces.
Well, Las Vegas moving Kelsey Plum to LA in a 3-team deal, netting Lloyd. What a huge move for an organization that isn't scared to swing for the fences. I love going after a star like Jewel Lloyd.
Wilson the screen. Lloyd, no good.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
Outside McDonald. Pass to Ball Queen. Back to McDonald. Mitchell gets a three-pointer to fall.
She can shoot off the dribble a lot, but Mitchell is also adept at shooting off the delivery. A crisp pass helps her square up.
Now here's Evans. Wilson can't hit.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Pass to Boston. Back to Mitchell. And here's Howard. No good on the triple.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first quarter. Mitchell outside. For three. Asia Wilson grabs the board. Las Vegas trailing. Outside Evans. Wilson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dana Evans.
And this is where you get Wilson the ball. A skilled interior player who's comfortable attacking from that spot.
Here's McDonald. And the three ball is good.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there. She was all alone for that shot. I mean, that's like a warm-up jumper.
Now here's Wilson. Here's Bell. Pass to Evans. Fires for three. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss. Outside McDonald. And she drops in the layup off glass.
One of the fastest players in the WNBA. Good luck staying in front of McDonald.
Now here's Evans. from deep. Hits it from three-point range.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Boston.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Covered by Lloyd. The three from Kelsey Mitchell. Offensive rebound, Fever. Up top, McDonald. Evans covering. Goes back up. And the layup good by McDonald.
Good job to create the easy bucket.
From deep. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so the first quarter in the books. The Fever on top. They lead by 5. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Down low. Parker Tyus, good.
She placed that pass right out in front of her and just let her run into it.
The Fever leading. Pass to Ball Queen. Howard. Mitchell outside. Indiana again missing.
And during her 2024 MVP season, A'ja Wilson set a new WNBA scoring record.
Yeah, she became the first player to score 1,000 points in a single season. Wilson averaged just about 27 points per game. Just unreal.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
A confidence builder for sure. When Odyssey Sims is knocking down the triple, it unleashes the rest of her offense.
Evans up top. She's covered by Sims to the inside. Here's Parker Tyus. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dana Evans.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash-mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Pass to Sims. Mitchell outside. No good from outside. Now the Aces with it. They trail by 7. Now Wilson. She's guarded by Boston. Here's Howard. It's hauled in by the Aces.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whiffs on an open jumper.
Now Evans. Parker Tyus. Defended by Ball Queen. 6 on the shot clock. Parker Tyus, good.
Well, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, starting to get on track.
Yeah, it's almost like the coach kind of grabbed his whole team, put them in the microwave, and because like they're starting to heat up. And whether you like my analogy or not, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
I don't like it. I don't want to go in the microwave.
Now here's Howard. Good.
That's what I call a captivating move right there. She absolutely incinerated the defense with that one.
And so we wrap up the first half. The Fever on top, up by 7. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. The second half just about to get going here. And what a game it's been for Parker Tyus.
Her play in the first half was very disciplined, very efficient, Her shot selection was consistently excellent.
That's right, and whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, she's taking only what the defense is giving her and not trying to do too much.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Ball Queen. Just her first attempt. Great D that time from Parker Tyus. Here's Las Vegas. 7-point differential. Here's Evans. Off target from outside. So it's Indiana now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Pass to Lloyd. Back to Evans. Here's the three. Rebounded by the Fever.
They had some box coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Now here's Howard. Here's McDonald. Again, the miss by the Fever.
3 straight misses here to start the second half. Is that good?
Outside Lloyd. She can't get it to go.
You know, you watch her, and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her. With that make, maybe the lid on this basket will be lifted for them. And trust me, they need it.
Pass to Wilson. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
With a myriad of moves, Wilson's so difficult to stop. Using the fake there to perfection.
Well, after winning her 3rd MVP in 2024, no one has won that award more than A'ja Wilson.
Yeah, picking up number 3 at just 28 years old. Wilson's on a trajectory we have never seen. A 4th MVP would set a new league record.
Now here's Mitchell. 10 points for her. Great D that time from Parker Tyus.
A slow start to the second half. Seems like they left their offense in the locker room.
Lloyd from long range. The Fever pull it in.
Well, she's really losing her confidence out there. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's 0 field goals made in the game.
Now here's Howard. And the Fever hit again from deep.
Yeah, Mitchell's really in a groove tonight. She's not being shy at all about shooting the rock.
Now a timeout called by Las Vegas. The Aces making a switch. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Parker Tyus. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. Back to Parker Tyus. From past the arc, the Aces with another miss. To the middle.
Cunningham.
That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Plays with lots of movement offensively. Great from the perimeter, but also capable of doing damage inside.
Parker Tyus, good.
If you were looking only at the way she's played offensively, you'd think her team was ahead.
Boston outside. Pass to Ball Queen. Cunningham left side. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Nalissa Smith. Here's Evans. Back to Lloyd. The 3 is up. Ball Queen with the rebound.
Yeah, I mean, she has been way off the mark this quarter. It is getting rough.
Mitchell, shots good.
After leaning on the three-point shot in the first half, they're starting to get away from it here in the second. More of their shots are coming from inside.
Now here's Evans. He has 5. Pass to Smith. Here's Parker Tyus. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. She's taken just 10 shots.
She was the first one to react to that miss. I mean, that's just a hustle play on the putback.
Mitchell outside. Banked in off the glass.
Well, she shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. You know, like we say, she's been making music all day long.
And here at the end of the third quarter. And we're getting... We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Outside Evans. Outside Lloyd. The tray. No luck on that one.
She keeps trying to force it up when she's guarded, and she's just getting brick after brick. Here's my suggestion. Move the ball around.
Here's McDonald. Drills it from outside.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
Now here is Lloyd. And another miss by Las Vegas.
And they're not dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
They've separated themselves in a number of categories. Rebounds just one more.
Here's Mitchell. Howard the screen. 5 to shoot. Outside McDonald. The 3 ball. It's good, as 5 others before it were. She's now shooting 6 for 7.
I love it. Keep shooting. As the threes keep dropping for her, she'll keep shooting. Keep shooting.
As she should. Look, when you're having the kind of day she's having from long range, why not just keep firing her? The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
Now here's Boston. Pass to Howard. Shoots it up. A rebound by Parker Tyus. And it's the Aces with the ball. Trailing by 19. Here's Wilson. Off target at the rim. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Now here's McDonald. Out to the right wing. Here's Ball Queen. And they're the Fever with another bucket.
She's definitely got that shot in her arsenal.
Outside Lloyd. Will it go? Wilson misses the layup. She had her with that pump fake, but couldn't make her pay. Here's McDonald. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
Here's Bell. Pass to Lloyd. The 3 doesn't get it to drop for her. Now Mitchell. And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. The outcome of this one was never in doubt.
They were really putting out a supreme effort, and it felt like once they had this significant lead, they were not going to let it go.
And that's a wrap, everyone. It's the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody. Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Sparks going up against the Indiana Fever. In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride.
And approaching the middle of the WNBA season, the team pecking order is starting to take shape.
Yeah, at this point, we're getting a good feel of who the contenders are and who the pretenders are.
But keep in mind, a lot can happen the rest of the way. But even now, yeah, there's certainly some clear favorites.
Here we go.
And it's the Sparks to start out. Outside Plum. Off the mark there with the three. Here's the Fever with the ball. And here is Mitchell. Boston outside. Howard. The three-pointer, no good.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Well, I know we're all happy to see Cameron Brink out there after she tore her ACL last season.
Only got to play in 15 games as a rookie, but we saw the talent that made her the second overall pick, with Brink averaging over 2 blocks per game.
And here are the Sparks now. And we're about 1 minute into the first. Again, Kelsey Plum missing. Mitchell, right side. Pass to Ball Queen. 11 feet out, and she hits it. And the Sparks with possession here. A 4-point game. Outside Brink. Jackson outside. Van Loo. Hamby sets a screen. The Sparks, no good that time either.
0 for 4 to start. Still looking for their first make.
Pass to Mitchell. Outside Howard. From outside, off the mark.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Up top, Plum. Good, and the assist goes to Rakia Jackson.
Took some time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now. Let's see.
Mitchell, defended by Van Loo. Boston up top. Pass to Howard. Mitchell. Howard the screen. And there the Fever with another bucket.
There isn't a part of the court that Mitchell won't let it fly. When she hits from the mid-range, it just increases the headache for the D.
Outside Plum. Lets it go from the wing. The Fever pull it in. On the wing, Ari McDonald. She's guarded by Plum. And they pick up 2.
It's not just the size of Boston, it's also her touch around the rim.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Kelsey Plum drives in. And yep, it's good.
Superb assist. She was crafty, creative, and the ultimate teammate on that play.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. McDonald. She's guarded by Plum. Outside McDonald. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
The story here in the early stages is how well they've been shooting the ball.
An outstanding percentage. Look, this is how you want to start a ball game, am I right?
Yeah, it just sets a tone.
Now here's Van Loo. Pass to Plum. Beyond the arc. They get it back.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
The Fever leading. Ball Queen with the ball. From deep. The shot by Boston, no good. Here's Van Loo. She's covered by Mitchell. To the middle. Fades away. Hamby left side. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Now the Fever moving it up. And the basket by Ball Queen.
Now that's a quick bucket. She's very solid in transition.
Well, she does love the chance to get out and run.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now Plum. She has 5. Hamby outside. Over Boston. Again, De'Erica Hamby missing. And that does it for the first quarter. Fever ahead, up 8. And we'll return shortly. Now the second. And the Sparks will go for a different look here. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Park down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call. And a quick look at how the Los Angeles Sparks schedule is shaping up. On Thursday, they're heading back home to host the Lynx. Then on Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Connecticut Sun.
And you know that matchup with the Mystics, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they're rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a challenge.
Oh, it's going to be a challenge, all right. But it's a challenge I think this team is up for.
And when you watch Azurá Stevens, what is it that stands out to you?
Well, she's 6'6" to start and excellent at blocking shots, but she's also a very good three-point shooter. So with that length, shooting, and rim protection, Stevens kind of gives you a little bit of everything.
Now here's Van Loo.
Left side, Plum. Six on the shot clock. And out of bounds, the Fever will take it. Here's the Fever with the ball. Mitchell outside. Pass to Ball Queen. McDonald. And here is Mitchell. That's good, and it's Aari McDonald with the assist.
She can shoot off the dribble a lot, but Mitchell is also adept at shooting off the delivery. A crisp pass helps you square up.
Now here is Stevens. Ball Queen with the rebound.
The D was ready for her that time, and they had to be. She is strong in the paint.
Pass to Howard. Mitchell. The three. Stevens grabs the board. The Sparks trailing. And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
After going scoreless in the first, she's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Outside McDonald.
With one on the clock, and she takes it up and lays it in.
That's exactly what they're going for in that possession.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Fever on top, up 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. And it's been a back-and-forth game with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter getting started here. You gotta like what Kelsey Plum has done in this game.
Well, guys, what she gives this team is an edge. She lights up an arena when she gets going. In the first half, she had it going.
And she doesn't just give them an edge. She gives them a confidence that they otherwise wouldn't have. And I just see her as a special player that the team loves having around.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break, and we'll see if one can pull away in the third.
You know, it's hard to believe, but the Sparks haven't been to the playoffs since the 2020 wobble.
Yeah, before this dry spell, they had been to 9 straight postseasons. But since they've lost some stars, some legends, and it hasn't been the same in LA, they're hoping this group can turn things around and make it back to the playoffs. Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Now here's Plum. She's got 10. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the 3 when she's left all alone like that.
Outside Howard. Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up, high post. A rebound by Van Loo. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Now here's Howard. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Here's Boston. On target from about 13 feet.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And, I mean, she drains those. So I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense.
Hamby with the ball. He's started by Boston. Plum. Can't hit that one. The Fever leading. Pass to Howard. Boston outside. Mitchell. Defended by Van Loo. Here's Natasha Howard for 3. The Fever rebound. Out to the right wing. The three-pointer off the mark.
She has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely. The basket is not looking very big to her at this point.
Again, the miss by the Sparks.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots.
Mitchell outside. Boston sets a screen. Ball clean up top. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
They need this. And Brink laying it in.
Outstanding entry pass. They knew exactly where to go with that ball.
Here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Fires the 3. Hamby grabs the miss.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Howard with the rebound. And it's the Fever ball. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Mitchell cans it from downtown.
She has really deep range. Mitchell's offensive game starts with that three-point shot. It forces defenders to pick her up at half court.
Now here's Plum. 10 points for her. And stolen by Boston. Now here's McDonald. Outside Howard. McDonald. Back to Howard. Boston. The tray. McDonald, no good. Now here's Plum, guarded by McDonald. Hamby sets a screen. Kelsey Plum from outside. The Fever pull it in.
She's still scoreless this quarter. Might need something easy to find her confidence.
Boston inside. Hamby on her. Outside Howard. Up top, McDonald.
He brings it in as the shot clock ticks down.
I'm not sure, really, in that set who was supposed to be on her there, and apparently neither did the defenders.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Fever on top, up 11. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K. And thanks again for... Sparks will go for a different look here. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Howard. Boston. Back to Howard. Now here's McDonald. Three-pointer. Hamby grabs the miss. The Sparks leading. And here's Plum. Guarded by McDonald. Brink a screen. Outside Plum. Puts up a three. Connects from three-point range.
Since the start of the fourth, Brian, that three-point shot has really been there for them.
Yeah, doing an excellent job, Tim, of finding the open teammate on the perimeter this quarter. The three-pointer is a major weapon for them right now.
It's good.
And at 5'6", McDonald goes inside and finds a way.
And here's Van Loo.
Lets it go from deep. Drops in the tray.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
And Plum gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for her. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Mitchell. Here's McDonald. That three off the mark. Plum with it.
Pass to Brink.
And there's the 3-second violation. The Fever trailing. Now McDonald. The three from Natasha Howard.
And rebounded by Brink.
Here's Plum.
Pass to Van Loo.
Back to Plum. Just 5 on the clock.
Outside for Van Loo.
Shoots over McDonald.
Van Loo can't hit.
Mitchell with it. Picked up by Plum. And she gets it to go. And here are the Sparks now.
Get outside! Get outside!
Amby outside. Outside Plum. Floats one. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
I think that deficit's too much to overcome.
You nailed it, Tim. There just isn't enough ticks on the clock.
They get the bus going, get the plane going, whatever.
And so they foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but she's probably the last player they want to send to the line.
Yeah, but they didn't have the time to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Yeah, and that's a good point. They could not waste any more time.
And so both free throws good this time. And it's a 7-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Pass to Ball Queen.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
And so the Sparks take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They really had to work for this one.
Yeah, weaker teams, they might have buckled at the end. really with that crowd amped up, everyone in the building rooting against them. But they stood tall and pulled it out.
And that'll wrap it up